So, welcome everybody. I hope all of you can see and hear me clearly. Let me quickly tell you the purpose of this session. The purpose of this session is basically it's almost like to give you a last minute kind of a boost as to the exam CMAT, right? And what I'm going to do is very simple. I will pick up some questions which have been asked in CMAT in the past, and I will discuss it with you. And since the exam is, just knocking at the door, we should not focus on learning theories or basics. I will focus on how do we solve the question using minimum effort. How do we basically use strategy? So that is what we will do today, right? And before we take up anything else, I hope all of you are aware of this particular offer, right? If you it's almost like a spin and win. The discount that you are likely to get would be something like plus 40% discount on subscription for Super. I hope all of you know what is Gradeup Super. So that is what is the case, right? And there's also a course which is coming up. In this course, what will happen is the people who would be taking the class in this course, they were all experts in their own fields, and the aim is to basically enable you to score as high as possible, probably 99 plus percentile. Though it is not a promise, it is basically the aim of the class, right? Why should we take the course? This course will cater to not just CAT. Primary focus will be on CAT, but there will be other exams also. See, in any case, in all the other exams, the theory is the same. The difference is only in questions. So if you are prepared for CAT, right, and if you put in some question orientation, sessions, you can definitely prepare for other, for all the classes, right? There will be sufficient number of revision classes, right? There will be day-wise study plan. There will be live quizzes, live classes and quizzes also, right? And what is this? In fact, if you notice, the features of the course include 100 plus live interactive classes, right? So we will offer the green card. There's also the green card which will be offered. So for this, right, and in fact 45 plus mock test and 30 plus sectional tests will also be there. 10,000 plus practice questions will be there. There will be topic quizzes, and this course will also include a GDPI, GD, VAT and PI program later on. We will also cover the GS, the general studies portion, asked in a few exams other than CAT. So that is what we need to be doing right now. So let's straight away start the questions, right? I hope all of you can see it very clearly. It's very simple. The directions are given here. What does the underlined word or underlined words mean? Expression: Radha keeps an open house every weekend to teach you. Guess and see, right? It's given in the context. It becomes easier that way because it's given in the context also, right? So Radha keeps an open house every weekend to teach yoga. So what does it mean? It means everybody who wants to come and learn is welcome. So what should be the best answer? The best answer to this question is welcome. You can also eliminate. Answer is A. Keeps the doors of her house open. This is too literal, right? Keeps an open house does not mean that the house is open. It means everybody who wants to learn is welcome, right? So it cannot be C, welcome selected. So it's not selected group, right? It is basically anybody who wants to learn. So the best answer is A, right? The confusion here is that welcome is there in three places. Welcomes, first welcome selected. In C I have eliminated because of the word selected group of people. And welcomes yoga practitioners is not wrong, but A is better. If you say welcomes yoga practitioners, right, it does not come with the sense of everybody who wants to come, right? So that way a better answer than D is A. So D is not wrong, but the better answer is A. Everybody is clear with this, I hope. So this was the first question. As I was telling you, this question is something which has been taken from an old CMAT paper. Okay, let's see. The next question is this: the football coach had a sympathetic presence, albeit a commanding one. So this is very simple. He had a sympathetic presence, means he was kind, right? And commanding basically means full of authority. So kind and full of authority, you almost like you fear him. So these are like opposite trends. So what should be the answer? Furthermore is additional. So this cannot be. Because is cause, wo nahi ho sakta. So the best answer is A, although, right? So somebody who is kind, but who also is a little bit, देख के डर लगता है जिनको. So that's basically what we mean by commanding one. So albeit the best answer is although. So if you notice, even if you do not know the meaning of this word, if you go by the context, many things can be achieved. So this is basically one thing, as I was, and if you notice, this is not very easy. This is not very difficult. It is quite okay. So the answer is A. All clear, I hope. Right. Okay, sorry. The next question is this. We want the teacher to be him who has the best rapport with the students. Now, be very careful. What should replace the underlying part? Now, what should be the answer? I have already showed, showed you the answer by mistake. So the answer is A. We want the teacher. So what do we want? We want not the teacher to become him, but we want the person, right, to become a certain kind of a teacher. So in that case, the best answer is A. So we want the person to become a kind of teacher. Which kind of teacher? Who has the best rapport with the student. So best answer is A. Problem would be, we want the teacher to be he. First of all, to be he, nahi, it should be to be him. So grammatically wrong, eliminate kar do. Now, in fact, even if I take him here, it would still be wrong. We want to be the teacher to be him who has the best rapport. It is roundabout. You want the person to become a certain kind of teacher. You do not want the teacher to become a certain kind of person. Bhi nahi hai. It is, it's just one person. So that we will have to be careful. So best answer is A, I hope. Right. Anticipate is basically when you look forward, when we anticipate the teacher to be him. Now, you cannot. The word here is want is much more better. It's like desire. Anticipate is you presume, you think that this is going to happen. Desire, okay, we desire the teacher to be him. What is wrong? Right. The problem is, again, we desire him to be a teacher. So the idea here is we desire him to be a kind of teacher. So that is what is the case. So the best answer is A. All clear, everybody? I hope it is clear. Let's look at the next question. If you look at this question, as dash head of the organization, he attended social functions and civil meetings, but he had no dash in the formulation of company policy. Okay, now the word but means the two parts of the sentence will be in contrast to each other. Right, now let's see, as head of the organization, what kind of a head he will be? What kind of head will he be? Let's see. As hypothetical head. Hypothetical means something which is in theory. Theoretically, it's almost like presenting a theory. It is not suitable. Former basically is like pehle ka. Former means not now, somebody who used to be, right? But pride is not suitable in the second blank, right? So former, well, questionable, but pride is definitely right. So hypothetical is not suitable. Hypothetical head of the organization, what can it be? It's almost like you are planning. So it's a real thing. So it cannot be something in the plan, right? Nominal basically means naam ka. Nominal and titular both can fit. Okay, nominal and titular both can fit. What's the answer? The best answer is D. Because competition will not fit in the second blank. Okay, so this is basically the best way. Eliminate something which I always tell you, right? If you look at the answer options and if you eliminate, you can do many things much faster, and you can probably also simplify things, because elimination reduces the confusion. So those of you who are taking the exam, right, we should basically, be very clear about the whole thing. Okay, let's see. Now, select the grammatically correct sentence from the following statements. Let's see. Although he failed in that mathematics, right? Although he failed in that mathematics, can we say that? Right. Okay. Now, one more thing. So, although he failed in that mathematics, so this is wrong. So, eliminate this. What's the answer? Right. And one more thing. If you use although, you cannot use but. Right. So, this is also wrong. Right. Although he had failed in mathematics, again that is also wrong. So the only thing which is left is, the answer is B, right? So as I was saying, eliminate options to avoid confusion. Is say you can do things much faster, much more in a much simplified manner. All clear, I hope. So this is basically that. Okay, let's see. Next is basically a vocab, right? Average क्या होता है? बचपन में पढ़ा होगा सबने, right? हम जब स्कूल में जाते थे, स्कूल में बचपन में, तो पुराने शेक्सपियर या ग्रेट राइटर्स के जो वर्क्स है, एब्रिज वर्जन पढ़ते थे। पूरा शेक्सपियर का पूरा प्ले वुड बी इतना, राइट, सो पूरा नहीं पढ़ते थे, उसका एक बच्चों के लिए शॉर्टन करके बनाया गया, सो दैट इज एब्रिज। सो एब्रिज बेसिकली मीन्स शॉर्टन। इसको ऐसे भी समझ सकते हैं, ब्रिज जो है, ब्रिज दो जगहों के बीच में जो फासला है, वो जो दूरियां है उसको कम कर देते, सो दैट इज बेसिकली, दैट इज व्हाई वी से एब्रिज आल्सो। ऑल क्लियर आई होप, राइट, क्लियर है, सो द आंसर इज शॉर्टन। ओके, analogy, this is again a kind of a question which you come across, right? ऐसे में do one thing, right, you are supposed to find out the pair which has the same relation, so soap, rinse. What's the relation? Make a sentence using this. What does a soap do? A soap performs, or a soap, a soap does the job of rinsing, in the sense that soap does the job of rinsing dirt. So soap clean karne ka, so this is the object and this is what it does. So find the answer, right? So cleanser and dirty linen, cleanser and dirty linen eliminate kar do, because the dirty linen is not what it does, it is the object, ठीक है? So rinse is not an object, soap and rinse is the action, so the action performed by the agent, so we can eliminate D, right? Iron and rust, is it an action performed by iron, or is it something that happens to iron? So this also can be eliminated. So immortality, expiate basically means regret, प्रायश्चित करना, right? Expiate basically means if you do something wrong, after that if you make up for your mistake, so that is basically called expiate. So ये भी eliminate कर दिया. So what's the best answer? The best answer is A, because scrubber absorb तो करता है, scrubber क्या होता है? Scrubber is like a sponge, right? So it absorbs, so that is the best answer. All clear, I hope? Yes, let's see. The next thing, this is an idiom. This is basically an idiom. Which of the following phrase or idiom means like a spy? Very easily you can guess. Cloak क्या होता है? Cloak is like a big cloth, like a gown, right? जिससे हम अपने आप को ढकते हैं. If you watch, cloak is like a big cloth जिससे हम अपने आप को ढकते हैं, right? Like it's like, हम इसको you can use it to hide. So spy भी hidden है, so इसी से ही आंसर मिल रहा है. What is dagger? Dagger means छुरा. Dagger means basically like a knife. ठीक है, सो मतलब नाइफ है लेकिन छुपा के, सो उसी से आंसर मिल रहा है. होप एवरीबॉडी इज क्लियर. बाकी का मीनिंग पता हो ना या हो, यू कैन स्टिल आंसर इट एनीवे. व्हाट इज 40 विंग्स? 40 विंग्स बेसिकली मीन्स sleep, right? So if you say let me catch my 40 wings, that means let me have a short period of sleep. So 40 wings is a short period of sleep. Alpha and the omega. Alpha and the omega basically means alpha is the first letter of the Greek alphabet, omega is the last. So alpha the highest ranking member and omega the lowest ranking member. So that is basically the case. Okay. What is the meaning of lay bare? What is the meaning of lay bare? Lay bare basically is nothing else but to put something in the open. So lay bare is nothing else but to put something in the open very clearly. What is bare? Bare means uncovered. So that is basically how we should look at. Okay, I hope everything is clear. Right, all clear, I hope. Right, so everybody is clear, right? Okay, just one more thing. Alpha and omega, I told you the literal meaning just to clarify it further. See, alpha and omega, dekho, it means the first and the last. That means it's like the beginning and the end. So it means everything. So shuru se leke and and tak. That is how it is used. Like, okay, clear? Let's see. Now, the closest substitute for the underlined expression, right? So stay away from school without good reason का आंसर क्या होगा, right? Okay, delinquent का मतलब क्या हो सकता है? Breaking rules और breaking law. So ये criminal है ये. Delinquent means breaking the rule or specially breaking the law. So ये delinquent मतलब criminal हो गया. So ये कुछ ज़्यादा intense हो गया. Lazy, well lazy तो है ही, मतलब थोड़ा वेग सा नहीं है. लेट्स सी, और अगर कुछ नहीं हुआ तो लेजी देख लेंगे. द बेस्ट आंसर इज truant. Truant is basically, somebody who stays away from his duty or responsibility. So it can be used for a child who stays away from school. So that is basically truant. ठीक है, right? So that is what is the case. Who is an idler? Idler मतलब जिसके पास कुछ काम नहीं है. Somebody who has nothing to do. ठीक है, all clear I hope. Okay, let's see. This question is something which is more of application. There's a word and its definition is followed by 4 sentences, right? Uh, it's the definition is not given. In fact, the word is given, right? Choose the option that best fits the definition, in the sense that which one is more suitable one. What is evanescent? Evanescent basically means lasting for a very short period. So evanescent means short lived, right? कुछ कुछ moments के लिए रहना. So evanescent, short lived, lasting for a very short period. So what is it? Eliminate करो. Passing clouds on a clear sky. अब clear sky है तो passing clouds कहाँ से होगा? This is like self contradictory. ठीक है. Now rainbow on a rainy day, ये हो सकता है because rainbow जो है कितने देर तक रहता है? रेनबो ज्यादातर मतलब इफ यू नोटिस इट इज रेयर टू हैव अ रेनबो फॉर लॉन्ग. रेनबो जल्दी ही खत्म होता है, तो आंसर ये हो सकता है. ओके, कॉप्स इन द फ्यूनरल पायर, ये भी कुछ घंटे तो रहते ही है. सो आई विल एलिमिनेटेड डी, आई विल एलिमिनेटेड बी. नाउ चूज फ्रॉम ए एंड सी. द ड्यू स्पार्कलिंग इन द सनलाइट. ड्यू जो है दैट मीन्स जो सुबह जो ओस गिरते हैं दैट इज कॉल्ड ड्यू. नाउ ड्यू जो है शॉर्ट लिव्ड होता है, रेनबो भी शॉर्ट लिव्ड है, लेकिन विच वन इज मोर शॉर्ट लिव्ड? द बेटर आंसर इज रेनबो, बिकॉज ड्यू कम से कम इट स्टेज फॉर सुबह होता है. एंड इट्स ये अलग चीज है कि हम उठते नहीं तो नहीं देखते. ड्यू जब गिरते हैं तो सुबह, राइट, प्रोबेबली 3-4 बजे, 3-4-5 बजे, और जब तक धूप नहीं निकलते 3-4 घंटे तो रहते हैं, राइट. रेनबो ऑन द अदर हैंड कैन बी फॉर मिनट्स. सो दैट इज व्हाई द बेस्ट आंसर इज रेनबो. ऑल क्लियर आई थिंक, राइट. Right. So what is the fill in the blank? If you notice, okay, यहाँ it's basically is this is ये तो यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा incomplete. Is typing होना चाहिए. Harris is typing. Okay. Now ध्यान से देखो, there are 2 clauses, right? When his laptop crashed, ये past tense है, right? So यहाँ जो आगे आएगा वो भी past tense, लेकिन कौन सी past? लैपटॉप क्रैश जो है वो हुआ था, राइट. तो what should be already, so 13 पेजेस वो टाइप कर चुका था, तो करने के बाद लैपटॉप क्रैश हुआ. सो लैपटॉप क्रैश बाद में हुआ, 13 पेजेस टाइप करना खत्म हो चुका था. सो इसके लिए क्या यूज करते हैं? वी यूज द पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस. सो आई विल से हैड ऑलरेडी टाइप्ड. ठीक है. हैज टाइप्ड प्रेजेंट टेंस है, प्रेजेंट और पास्ट कैसे एक साथ यूज करोगे, राइट. नाउ हैरी टाइप्ड 13 पेजेस, ये भी गलत है, दो इट इज सिंपल पास्ट, राइट. इट्स नॉट लाइक टाइप और क्रैश एक साथ हो रहा था. टाइप मतलब 13 पेजेस टाइप करना खत्म हो गया था. सॉरी, 13 पेजेस टाइप करना खत्म हो चुका था, उसके बाद लैपटॉप क्रैश हुआ. सो दैट इज व्हाई वी विल यूज द पास्ट परफेक्ट. ऑल क्लियर आई होप. यस, सो दिस वाज द 11th क्वेश्चन. लेट्स सी 12th. Which is the grammatically correct sentence from the following sentence? So which is the grammatically correct sentence in the following statement? Let's see. Although he failed in, okay, this is something which we have already done. I think you have already seen this, right? So best answer to this is repeated. Best answer is this. Although के साथ you cannot use but. ठीक है. Although के साथ you cannot use but, and after although you cannot write that. So that is what is the wrong thing. All clear? Have already done this, right? So let's see 13th question. A good teacher is one who sees to it that a student does not waste time in reinventing the wheel. Reinventing the wheel invent करके जमाना हो गया ना, वो तो मतलब one of the earliest inventions. Already हो चुका, किसी ने already कर लिया, उसको दोबारा करना, that basically means you are doing something that has already been done. So imaginary है नहीं. Repeating oneself, you are not repeating oneself, you are repeating something that somebody has already done. Wheel already invent हो चुका है. So the best answer is D. Clear है, right? This question is like something which can be very easily answered. The Supreme Court dashed the decree of the lower court. Decree basically means ruling or order. ठीक है. So Supreme Court lower court के order को क्या कर सकते हैं? Set aside. Set aside basically is उसको मतलब उसको हटा के एक नया रूलिंग पास करना. So that is basically set aside. ठीक है. All clear, right? Now this is a question which is about changing the voice, right? So sentence given is Aman will read his script at the Muhurat ceremony. First of all, what is the subject? Aman, right? Script is the object. Now, when you change the voice, what happens is the object make it the subject and the subject make it the object. That is it. So script ko subject banao. Script ko subject banao. Right. Now, if you notice, Muhurat ceremony will witness script reading by Aman, not at all connected, right? Because Muhurat ceremony is the subject here. Now, at Muhurat ceremony, script will be script at Muhurat ceremony, script will be read, right? Will be read by whom? So ये भी complete नहीं है. At the Muhurat ceremony फिर भी ठीक है. And by the way, यहाँ एक the भी missing है. ठीक है. So I can eliminate this because of two reasons. One is the is missing and by whom is also will be read, and whose script, so ye bhi clear nahi hai. So when we change the voice, we try to make everything intact, right? We just change the form, we just change the subject and the object interchange karte. So that way the only thing which is the best answer is A. I hope everybody understood. B to galat hai hi. C we can eliminate because of two mistakes, because of the absence of the, and by is also not missing, and there are three mistakes there. Even the script, whose script is not also given. ठीक है, clear? So the best answer is B. Next question is this, right? So jumbled part of a sentence, rearrange them to form a proper sequence. Now here look for incomplete phrases. जरूरी नहीं है कि beginning से शुरू करें. I'll tell you, the first thing which I notice is he had been helped. So एक चीज है, that is R के बाद Q होना चाहिए, लेकिन R cannot begin. ठीक है, आर क्यू हो गया, आर के नॉट बिगिन, सो दैट मीन्स आर से पहले या तो एस होगा या पी होगा. एस कैन नॉट बी देयर इन फ्रंट ऑफ आर. सो व्हाट विल आई डू? आई विल राइट पी एंड एस विल बी केप्ट हियर. सो आई फाउंड द आंसर. सो आंसर इज ए. डिड यू नोटिस व्हाट आई डिड? राइट. सो वेरी सिंपल. पहले एक ऐसी चीज देखो जो क्लियर कट दिख रहा है साफ साफ. दैट इज व्हाट आई डिड इन दिस केस वाज, राइट, हेल्प्ड, हेल्प्ड, दैट ही हैड बीन हेल्प्ड, ही हैड बीन, राइट, के बाद यू रिक्वायर द थर्ड फॉर्म. सो आर क्यू तो है ही, राइट. अब बचे पी एंड एस. आई कैन नॉट राइट एस इन द बिगिनिंग, सो राइट पी हियर एंड एस कहाँ लिखेंगे देख लो. सो बेस्ट आंसर इज ए. So this is how we should proceed. So in the exam it is about solving it in the minimum possible time. I hope it is all clear, everybody. All clear? So this is sentence rearrangement which can actually come in the exam. Okay. Now this next question, this is typical CMAT. Read it for some time. It will take some time, right? And by the way, in option 4, right, this comma is also here. So it's almost like what should be in order. Again, do the same thing here. Look for things which can never be wrong. Look for things which can never be wrong. If you try to find out everything, it will be very time consuming. Right, एक बार बताओ. The first clue which I would like everybody to look at is. Is a verb, right? So before is you require a subject, right? So where is the subject that you can write before is? This is enough to give you the answer, right? And once you find this, you can eliminate is. If you notice, is something which is the verb. So is से पहले you require she. ठीक है? Is से पहले you require she, which means, I mean, otherwise before is there can be nothing, और कुछ है ही नहीं, right? I mean, so it will have to be 8-5. And if you notice 8-5, now the moment you do this, ये eliminate हो गया. ठीक है? This is shortcut. What I'm telling you is basically like a shortcut. Now you have two options left, right? So now 8-5. Sorry. 8-5. 8-5 is here on. Okay. 8-5 is here only in this case, right? Now 517-920 तो है, लेकिन before 5 can you write 2? Before 5 can you write Nina enters and apologize is? ये तो before 5 you cannot write 2. So this is clearly wrong. And in sentence B, can you begin with is? Okay, it is with 2. Sorry, 2 is Nina enters and apologize. Okay, fine, that is fine. But in 5, where is 5 here? 5 के बाद 5 से पहले 6, right? Can you write what is 6? Later is. Can we say later is? No. So is can be preceded only by she, right? So she is होना चाहिए. So 8-5, and you can find it only here. This is enough to give you the answer. So the answer is A. एक बार पढ़ के देखो, it will make sense. Right, I hope everybody is getting it. So when you get questions like this, अगर मैं सब पढ़ के confuse हो जाऊं, look for the shortest possible way. This is correct for every question. You can do this in everything. All clear, everybody? Everybody is clear with this, I hope. Yes. Right. Next question. This is paragraph completion. Again, something like that. So here again, look for clues. Right. Now. Yeah, let me give you a clue. I had to interrupt. पढ़ लो. That will take you 30 seconds for you to read. Right. When you have read it, let me tell you. Right. I was trying to explain this. ये ढूंढो this क्या है? ठीक है. Shortcuts बता रहा हूँ मैं. Right. And I had to interrupt my cell phone to tell him. ये him कौन है? Find that. It will find that. So if you find the answer to this too, you will find the answer very easily. I had to interrupt my cell phone to call to tell him off. Tell him off basically means किसी को बताना, किसी को दिखाना कि वो गलत कर रहा है. वो कौन है? वो मैट है. So what do you think? Right. E के बाद C आना चाहिए. E के बाद C आना चाहिए. And if you notice, यही काफी है आंसर फाइंड करने के लिए. पर बाकी देख लो. राइट. आई वॉज ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लेन दिस. अच्छा, सो अगर ई के बाद सी है तो आंसर यही होगा. नाउ ए बी डी सी ई. डी में दिस है, सो डी से पहले क्या आएगा? बी. तो दैट ऑल्सो मेक्स परफेक्ट सेंस. सो बेस्ट आंसर. एक क्लू मिल गया, उसके बाद यू कैन बिल्ड अराउंड इट. ठीक है. सो द पहला क्लू दैट आई फाउंड वाज हिम कौन है? मैथ ही तो हो सकता है. राइट. एंड टेल हिम ऑफ बेसिकली मीन्स उसको स्कोल करने के लिए, उसको दिखाना है कि गलत कर रहा है. तो क्या हो रहा है? मैट जो है वो क्या कर रहा है? मैट इज बेसिकली बटरिंग हिज बेक्ड पोटैटो विद हिज फिंगर. वैसे मैट तो यहाँ भी है. राइट. लेकिन बेकी भी है इधर. सो आई कैन नॉट यूज टेल हिम ऑफ. और वैसे टेल हिम ऑफ मीन्स टू स्कोल्ड. स्कोल मैं कब क्यों करूंगा? वो अपने बटर को फिंगर से लगा रहा था, तो इसके लिए तो स्कोल करेंगे ना. बैड हैबिट्स. ठीक है. सो ई सी इज इनफ टू गिव यू द आंसर. डिड एवरीबॉडी अंडरस्टैंड? बाकी यार बिल्ड अराउंड करके देखो. राइट. ई सी अगर है तो ये ओके. डी से पहले this I had to explain this कौन है? There's a reason for doing things that we do. We just have no idea what it is. So this is basically what is the case. So the answer in this case is B. I hope everybody understood. Everybody is clear with this. I hope. Yes, right. So look for shortcuts like this in the exam. Shortcuts कहीं ना कहीं होता ही है. It is basically about finding them. ठीक है. So this is all something which will come with practice. All clear, I hope. Let's take up the last question for the day. Read carefully. What does it say? Each statement can be classified as 3 facts, inferences or judgments. So I have to basically identify the fact, inference or the judgment from the 3 statements. This is very easy. एक बार करके देखो. Right. God created the earth. Is this something which we know for sure? ये किसी का opinion है. किसी का opinion तो ये तो judgment होगा ना. ठीक है. God exists. कैसे पता होगा? God exists. Fact है या judgment? This is also a judgment. Right. Now, okay, wine tastes better than beer. ये भी किसी का opinion है. Beer, अगर किसी को beer ज़्यादा पसंद हो, तो of course it depends on the person. So if you notice, all the 3 are judgments. This is very easy. Right. Fact तो if you notice कोई भी नहीं है. Right. Number 1, God created earth. कहाँ से fact है? नहीं हो सकता. ठीक है. Now, सेकेंड फैक्ट, सेकेंड गॉड एग्जिस्ट, ये फैक्ट है, नहीं पता. राइट. नाउ इफ यू नोटिस डी में प्रॉब्लम क्या? एलिमिनेशन करके भी कर सकते हैं. 1 इज जजमेंट, अग्री. 2 इज जजमेंट. 3 इज इन्फ्लुएंस. नाउ कंपेयर इट विद बी. इन्फ्लुएंस क्या है? समथिंग. व्हाट इज इन्फ्लुएंस? समथिंग दैट इज इट अ कंक्लूजन? नहीं, इट इज बेसिकली अ जजमेंट. ठीक है. सो द डिफरेंस बिटवीन बी एंड डी इज दिस. सो आई विल चूज बी. Right. So with that we come to the end of the session. Right. So the CMAT analysis will begin. It will be there on the 31st of March. Right. And the analysis will be there on Gradeup on the channel. So it will be at 1:30 and there will be another analysis at 6:30. So question discussion will happen at 8 p.m. Right. So subscribe to our channel and stay tuned so that you get notifications like this. So in short, live analysis will happen for CMAT on the day the exam happens, and there will be a discussion of the questions also. Right. And by the way, there's a crash course for Maharashtra CET and CMAT 2021. So those of you, if who are subscribed to Gradeup can avail yourself of this particular course, right? And by the way, subscription. See, I hope all of you know about the Super subscription. If you're subscribed to Gradeup Super, for the period that you subscribe, can be 3 months, it can be 12 months, or it can be 24 months, right? And during this period, any course which is connected to CAT and MB entrance exams, right, you will have access to it. It is like buying Netflix or Amazon Prime. For example, when you subscribe to Amazon Prime, during that subscription, you can watch any movie that is present there. So it's like that, right? So all of you are clear about this. These are the pricings, right? And one more thing, you can get additional 10% off on Gradeup Super if you use this code new10 or app10 to apply, right? And one of the benefits of subscribing to Gradeup, I hope all of you know, I just told you now, complete access to all the courses, right? It's like subscribing to Amazon Prime. You can watch anything that is available there, right? So you do not need to purchase separate courses. Clear? If you like the session, of course, you will definitely like it, right? Do not forget to like, do not forget to share. And if you want to ask anything, if you want to comment anything, feel free to do so. And most importantly, subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed, so that you will be getting the benefits. You will be, getting the benefits of such lectures, such sessions, whenever they happen, right? So for any queries, you should call at this number, and everything will be clarified. Everything will be, will be clarified by our counselor. So with that, we come to the end of the session. I hope all of you benefited from the session. The idea was to help you score better, not by theory, but by using smart techniques to answer the questions. So that is it for today. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day. I will see you again in the next session.